I'll do my best.
That's yeah. There you go.
Big cue off you then.
Are you okay?
Thank you, thanks.
To the big time at the first attempt. As recently as the 29th of March, they were 2 points clear at the top of the championship, and further back were leading the table by 3 points until they bumped into Burnley on Boxing Day. Tonight, as Chris Wilder has mixed things up and gone aggressive at the front end of the field. We'll see how that plays out in the minutes to come. The Blades need a boost. Burnley need a win. And we are just minutes away from kick-off here at Turf. Burnley and Sheffield United were the bottom two in the Premier League at the end of last season. Now they're two of the top three in the Championship. Burnley know a win here in the sunshine and then under the lights later this evening will secure their place among the 20 elite teams in this country at the start of next season. Things are so often decided over the course of the Easter weekend, no matter where it's placed in the calendar. It's come slightly later than usual this year. But Burnley know their task and know what they have to do. Chris Wilder's Sheffield United are certainly up against it. Winners on Friday. Form before that looks like it may have cost them an automatic promotion place. Turf Moor looking resplendent here, right in amongst the houses for the final EFL game of the day. Two of the top three in the Championship as Burnley take on Sheffield United. Handshakes between the two teams. I'm sure we'll have seen so many of each other's games this season. Scott Parker's certainly done his homework. Clean sheets are plenty for them this season. Flanked by two security here, he might need them again. at the end of this game. If there is a pitch invasion possibly, with Burnley looking to have a late Easter party here. Scott Parker, as ever though, before this game, keeping things very calm and composed. He has prepared his side well over the last couple of days. Well, Burnley have won 5 in 6 and are unbeaten in 30, so to keep the momentum going, Scott Parker has named an unchanged side. They have the most different goal scorers in the Championship and have plenty who can chip in from all areas, so might need that today. Ian Fleming starts up front, having scored the game clincher in the first fixture, and has 3 goals in his last 5 here at Turf Moor. In his 300th Sheffield United game across 2 spells, manager Chris Wilder opts to mix things up and makes 4 changes from the side that started the 2-0 win against Cardiff. 3 of them attacking. Keeper Moore, Tom Cannon and Ben Brereton Diaz all coming in. Jack Robinson is in for Rob Holding at the back, while Jessamine Raksaki, Rhian Brewster and Tyrese Campbell all drop to the bench. Scott Parker looking for a 3rd promotion on his CV, having guided up both Fulham and Bournemouth previously. Josh Brownhill, one of the key men in midfield for Burnley, wearing the captain's armband. As Ian Fleming has got 10 goals for the season, though Brownhill, perhaps surprisingly, playing centre mid, has actually got 4 more goals than him and is the club's leading scorer this campaign. Chris Harmer has been nominated for the Championship Player of the Season award, along with Leeds' Dan James and James Trafford, who's in goal today for Burnley. We'll be hoping to beat him at some stage. He has had more goal involvements than any other Sheffield United player this campaign. Well, just a month ago, Chris Wilder was out celebrating with the Sheffield United fans after a derby victory against Wednesday. Another win followed after that, but 3 successive defeats leave them on the verge of a playoff place only. They simply have to win here to keep their chances alive. Slim chances they will remain, even if they do get 3 points. If they draw, Leeds United are promoted. Tonight could be the night for Burnley. Scott Parker's team know that a win here at their unbeaten home would see them promoted to the Premier League. If the Blades do drop points, then Leeds will be off after their win earlier. Sheffield United looking for a quick start with Kiefer Moore. Oh, what a start that would have been. Scored his first ever league goal for Yeovil Town in a 2-1 Championship defeat at home to Burnley at Huish Park 11 years ago. Saw the ball come his way there from Cannon. Couldn't quite cannon it beyond Trafford. Sheffield United showing they mean business. Trafford with a swing away. By Lucas Pires. And Trafford, a very, very confident player that really isn't too media trained in the current climate. It comes across in all of his interviews. The Burnley side have won 8 of their last 10 on the attack here. Bodies in the middle, but going on here is Jaden Anthony. Connor Roberts. It's Marcus Edwards, signed on loan from Sporting Club de Portugal in the winter window. And pushed there by Hannibal Maybrick. And has given a free kick to Sheffield United. Well, openings at both ends inside the opening 90 seconds. Chris Wilder knows this side are really up against it. Even if they win today, they would move on to 89 points. They'd still be 2 behind Burnley with 2 games left of their season. Further down the table, those kind of margins can be squeezed and caught, but when you're dealing with the best sides in the division, it becomes a whole lot harder. Moore given the nod tonight. Play, it's a throw in here to Sheffield United. Can be taken by Hamza Chowdhury. And they haven't been beaten since the 3rd of November when they were defeated down at Millwall. So goes from tonight's referee, who is David Webb. Bournemouth, they were the runners-up in the Championship in the 21-22 season. Went up with Fulham in the playoffs in 2019-20. Looks like it might have to be another runner-up spot, given the form that Leeds are in right now and their superior goal difference. Brereton Diaz giving chase. Maxime Esteve looking to shepherd it behind. And he's done so. And Brereton Diaz not getting too good a reception here, having previously played for Blackburn Rovers, Burnley's big rivals in these parts. Trafford absolutely hammers it forward. Headed back by Hodzic. Gives away a free kick. And Bosnian will do well to walk away from the situation here. Fleming was there and he was caught in the side of his face with that elbow from the Bosnian defender. Painful one that will be as well. So they might have something planned here. Sheffield United defensively certainly have some tall players in there. Keeper Moore, one of those. Ben Brereton Diaz, albeit a forward, adds height defensively too. Lucas Pires is going to take this short. Spooned into the area, but beyond everyone in claret and blue. Scott Parker's side have only spent 76 days of this season in the top 2. Leeds 144, Sheffield United 143. Just to put that into perspective, it's because Burnley have drawn so many games. They've played 21 matches here at home. They haven't lost yet, but they have only won 12. 9 draws, home and away. They've chalked up plenty of nil-nils as well. 12 throughout this season. Behind it goes, a corner here to Sheffield United. Hodzic slowly making his way forward. CJ Egan-Riley has been tasked with marking him. Corner arced into a great area, it was towards Ahmedhodzic. Back through by Peck. Still alive here. Oh, over it goes, but that was hit with plenty of force there by Harrison Burrows, who really can hit them. It was his corner initially. When it came back to him, he thought, why not? He's made more starts than any other Sheffield United player in the Championship this season. He has been regular left back and so dependable as well, having joined from Peterborough. Mabry. Well, Mabry wins it back again. Anthony. Cross on here. Away by Robinson. Through a crowd. Fleming in front of the goalkeeper. May have been better served leaving it there. Well, blocks at both ends. Both of these promotion rivals going for it, hammer and tongs. Fleming couldn't sort his feet out there to help it beyond the goalkeeper, Michael Cooper. Painful one there for Sadie Peck. A late challenge. Ball was overhit. It might be a yellow card to add to the free kick. Brownhill hauling up Vinicius Souza. A late one it was as well from the captain. So Burrows standing over this. It's a fairly central free kick, though. They're going to have to try and work an angle here. Maybe he can with the bend he's got on that left foot of his. Hammer too, but it is Burrows. Around the back, a free chance here for Moore. Straight at Trafford again. Second sighter for him. Both have ended up with the England under-21 international goalkeeper collecting without too many problems. He can ride it. Roberts. On top of there was Edwards. So Chris Wilder fairly satisfied with how the opening 11 minutes have played out here. Certainly trying to take this game to their hosts, who have only let in 6 goals here this season. Norwich grabbed one in the previous home game, the Friday before last. Ahmedhodzic. Anthony. Brownhill finding Josh Cullen. Scott Parker's tried and tested system has worked so well for Burnley so far this season. They've been unbeaten at home in 3 seasons previously in their history, but none since the 1911-12 season. I don't think there'll be anyone here today who will have been here for that. Chowdhury, Bangladesh international after the last international window, which he was received spectacularly back in the homeland of his family. Lucas Pires. Like a foul there. The referee wags his finger though and says there was no bad challenge. And instead a chance to slip it through here for Gus Harmer, and the strength being displayed by Tom Cannon, with the defensive nous on display from Maxime Estep. Sheffield United are effectively playing 3 centre forwards against this Burnley back 4 today. So far the Clarets have managed to keep them where they want them. They've limited their openings. Robinson. Well, was brought into the 11 today. Ahmedhodzic. Chowdhury. Certainly not a right back by trade, but has filled in there in his time at his parent club Leicester. Free kick. Referee pulling play back here. It's going to take a strong official tonight to take care of these 2 teams that have so much at stake at this stage. There's another late one there by Brownhill. Not his first. These Sheffield United players have every right to make a point to the referee. Palmer being told to button it. Sheffield United with both the attempts on goal so far. Burnley with most of the ball. Scooped up by Harmer. Robinson was never going to catch it. Not quite the sprightly young left back that he once was in his Liverpool days as a kid. More of a wily old centre-half these days, the 31-year-old. Certainly by footballing standards old anyway. Hannibal going down. Free kick Burnley. He's just trying to rev up the crowd here as well. Certainly has a hot streak to him. He's shown that at times this season. Was sent off earlier in the campaign. How about this for a situation here for Burnley? Be quite something for a side to go up who have had the fewest goals, both for and against, combined in their games this season. Just 73 all told. Edwards. It's there by Brereton Diaz, but danger not over yet. Roberts hits his cross. Roberts was in a real purple patch at Sporting a couple of seasons ago, but lost his way under Ruben Amorim. No, not too far away from here at Manchester United. Cullen. Burnley neat and tidy. Egan Riley. Anthony. Ahmedhodzic. Oh, goes out of play off him. Hannibal maybe enjoying a bit of fun with him as well. Just has to be careful. Things don't boil over. Anthony. It's a bit of swerve on that crossfield ball, so Roberts has to come back. Oh, Sheffield United look again with that long ball over the top, but Trafford playing sweeper keeper. A step to Trafford. Still again, who has started 43 games for Burnley this season. He's only been taken off in a couple. Egan Riley. Brownhill. Roberts. Edwards. Looking to clip one in there, finds Anthony. Jaden Anthony teasing Chowdhury. He wins a corner. Right side do start reasonably strong defensively. They have only conceded 14 goals in the first 45 minutes of matches this season, which is the second best record to Burnley. Change of heart in the end, a goal kick has been awarded. Lucas Pires into Anthony. The slender figure of the man who's chipped in with 4 goals and 4 assists in his last 10 games. Cooper. I'm sure has seen that his former side Plymouth picked up a huge win at the bottom of the Championship today. They overcame Coventry City. Remarkably, it has kept the Pilgrims bottom of the table, but things so tight at the lower end of the Championship. Just 6 points separating Preston in 18th and Plymouth in 24th. It's been between these 3 teams at the top for a while, these 2 and Leeds. Sunderland in a division of their own in 4th place at the moment. One here looking for Edwards. Right on the edge of his area there was Cooper. Chowdhury. Preston Diaz nearly gives it away. Cooper. Oh, how's that for composure? Egan Riley. Egan Riley, come on Burnley is the cry from the home fans. They're playing dazzling football here under Vincent Kompany a couple of seasons ago when they were promoted. Really struggled after they went up though, couldn't really get themselves going at all and were making plenty of errors leading to goals against them. It'll be interesting if they do get promoted this season, how they tackle things next. They seem to have nailed down how they are defensively, but whether that comes at cost in the Premier League of not scoring enough goals, time will tell. Got to win here first tonight. Roberts. Edwards. The two in combination again. Brownhill. Not the worst of balls. Preston Diaz there watching it behind. They moved it well. Probably not the pass they wanted in the end. Just went a touch too long towards the Tunisian. Had his arm locked there. Ben Burton Diaz. Peck. Chowdhury. And off the instep of Moore. Chance here for Edwards to stretch his legs. Roberts is the wide option. Brownhill. Roberts. It's a game low on chances at the moment. Might there be one here? Edwards. And he's left one behind. Deflected away by Robinson in front of Cooper. Anthony. Bypasses Cullen and brings in a step. Burnley trying to tease Sheffield United out here. It's not working. Cannon trying to carry. Well challenged by Fleming. And then a cynical challenge there by Harmer. And the referee reaching for a yellow. That's Harmer's 13th championship yellow card this season. Some tackle there by Fleming. And Harmer with a cynical trip. So what have Burnley got here? These are so often the hardest free kicks to deliver, really. It's too far out for a shot. You've really got to hoist it to the far side or play it short, and they go for the second option. Edwards. And get the height. Oh, the snapshot there, and rifled in by Josh Brownhill. Captain Fantastic on the score sheets again, and a goal that pushes the Clarets to the brink of Premier League football. Pandemonium inside Turf Moor. That's what they needed, and they're on their way now. Emphatic it was from Brownhill, with Sheffield United unable to get the ball away. Well, they did create something from the free kick, didn't they? Edwards it was. Poor defensive play. Moore's header initially. Cullen was in there. He saw his effort. Well saved by the goalkeeper Cooper, who could not get up in time. Brownhill knew he just had to lift it high. A win is what Burnley require tonight to get back to the Premier League. A win at the moment is what they're heading towards. The bad news for Sheffield United is that in the 22 games Burnley have scored first in this season, they've won 21. Not even recently either, the outlier in that run. It was back at the end of August when they drew 1 each with Blackburn. The win it would be for Burnley that ties them level on points with Leeds at the top. They'd be 8 clear of Sheffield United with just 2 games to go. It's the best scoring season of Brownhill's career. It's his 6th now in his last 11 championship games. He's scored in both matches against Sheffield United this season. Here's the goal again. Players have been slipping in the last few minutes. The latest there was Burrows. Brownhill heading off to celebrate championship goal number 15 this season. And the mascot enjoying himself as well. Well, if you'd have had to put money down at the start of the campaign for Burnley's top scorer in a promotion season, I think you'd have been pretty bold to have picked out Josh Brownhill. He scored what turned out to be the winning goal against Watford on Friday. Keeper well off his line. Does enough. Such a good season it's been for Brownhill. He hadn't scored more than 7 league goals in a campaign before this season. More than double that this campaign. It's not what it means to those fans from Burnley. The stadium that has been their home since 1883 in various guises, shapes and forms. Edwards. Anthony. Burnley chasing a second here. Ahmedhodzic steers it clear. Peck swings it away. He said that he wanted emotion from his players tonight while asking for composure at the same time. Pretty hard to marry those two qualities together. This is Souza. Sheffield United have bad memories of this stadium from their last visit in December 2023 when Burnley put 5 past them. Oh, chance here as Moore looks to try and grab the equaliser. Instead, throwing his body in the way once again. Firm fans' favourite here at Turf Moor. It's moments like this that show you why. Just stuck a leg in as Moore was pulling the trigger. Egan Riley had been beaten. Trafford wasn't as well. Burrows. Harmer. He tried something different there. Anthony has been hit in the unmentionables. Just need to give him a moment. Nothing that any painkiller is going to help you with there. It's another short corner. Peck. Ahmedhodzic. Gassama, smart turn. And a big hit from range, but straight at Trafford. Well, he thought, why not? Palmer has chipped in with 9 so far this campaign, looking to hit double figures. Sheffield United have only come back to win 2 of 11 games they've gone behind in this season. The omens aren't great for them. Actually, a point better off than they were in their last championship season, the year before last. They're second with 85 points at this stage, but 3 fantastic sides have been challenging for a number of weeks now. Leeds are almost there and will be there along with Burnley if this scoreline remains. Step. Lucas Perez. The Brazilian looking for Fleming. Maypri. Suddenly the brakes on here. This is Souza. Helps it on towards Moore, but it was a little short there. Burrows. Harmer. Burrows. Harmer advancing and fires in for the equaliser. Tom Cannon on the score sheet. It's 1-1. Sheffield United needed that response as he grabs his first league goal for the club. He hadn't managed to hit the target in 12 attempts up until today, and a rarity here with Burnley conceding at home for just the 7th time this season. Emphatic finish. He just put as much power into it as he could. And Sheffield United might feel they are good value for this equaliser, having put plenty of pressure on the Burnley backline until now. Burnley 1, Sheffield United 1. Applause but no smile yet. That's the minimum they need. Everyone packing into the Sheffield United away end today. They've moved them back to within 5 points of Burnley with 2 to go. Burnley's remaining 2 matches away at Loftus Road against Queen's Park Rangers on Saturday. And then at home to Millwall here on the final day. Sheffield United go to Stoke, who were hammered today at Leeds. And then they finish at home against Blackburn on the 3rd of May. They have to win both games. They have to win all 3 games, really, to stand a chance. But they are level. Hammer has certainly added plenty in an attacking sense. More normally does. This is Sosa. Hammer. Fleming didn't really fancy that challenge. He saw Ahmedhodzic coming steaming towards him. Now Burnley have to respond. A setback they haven't seen the likes of here too much this season. Maybury, Fleming, angle against him for now, but that's a touch from Ahmedhodzic, and the referee says no penalty. A huge risk there taken by the defender. And Scott Parker is not happy at all. They still come with Anthony. Chowdhury makes the tackle, but Zian Fleming there thinks he was due a penalty kick. Ahmedhodzic, well, with the slightest touch on his shoulder, you can argue really that Fleming went down too easily, but what was the defender thinking? Why would you even give the referee a decision to make? He's extremely lucky. It's great play by Maybury. Behind for a Burnley corner. And they're still protesting. Burnley's lead lasted 9 minutes. They're looking to re-establish it here in the final minutes of the first half. Edwards. Ian Lucas Pires out there. It's the Englishman who wins the throw off Chowdhury. Clearance towards another shot there, and this time it will be a penalty. Well, David Webb doesn't point to the spot too easily. Just once he's given a penalty in 26 games this season. And that was to Burnley here against Swansea back in November. Hannibal Maybury it was who touched it past Ahmedhodzic, who had another rush of blood to the head. No doubt about it. Clear contact, a foul it was. And referee Webb could not have been in a better position to see it. Well, Burnley have scored 27 of 28 league penalties since February 2016. Maxwell Cornet, the outlier in that run when he missed against West Ham in April 3 years ago. Brownhill has scored twice this season and already once tonight. Sheffield United doing their best to put the midfielder off here, whose ball is only just hanging over the penalty circle. Looking now for goal number 16 this season. And crucially, another lead for Burnley. Brownhill scores! They weren't level for long. The Clarets are here and mean business this evening. And it's him again who sticks a dagger into Sheffield United this season. And just look how much it means to him. And what could be a massive night of celebration in this part of the Northwest. Cooper guessing correctly. And Brownhill steps up with so much composure. This has been his season, and it looks like it's going to be Burnley's as well. A nicely timed goal from Burnley's point of view, coming a minute before the break. Burnley have scored 15 goals in the 15 minutes immediately before half-time this season, which is more than any other championship team. They do give themselves a chance going into the break as the sun pokes through the clouds here. Not making it easy for Egan Riley. Harmer says handball. Referee says no. High towards Fleming. Mabry going down after Peck made the challenge, and Burnley looked like they were going to be through on goal there. It's surely going to be a yellow card here for dissent. Robinson in the referee's face, and he's booked. And Sheffield United looking a little rattled here. He won that initial header, but then the midfielder was caught. I think we'll see here from this wider angle just how that move was developing there for Burnley, because they had the advantage and Edwards would have been through. A yellow card for Jack Robinson. So 3 minutes of added time, of which we are now halfway through. Connor Roberts. Early cross there by Edwards, who got more height than distance. A foul on Hannibal Mabry again, who really made a back for the challenge there. And Brereton Diaz saying, look, the ball was there to be won, and he was just standing there, and he has a point as well. How are you meant to win the ball if a player is just standing there making no attempt to win it? How does he attack the second half now? There's no harm in them going for it. They've really got nothing to lose, but they have to go for it. Maybe a last chance of the first half. Edwards looking to get the beating of Moore. Roberts. Creative. So it seemed, at least, anyway. Roberts unable to keep the move alive. And Sheffield United have got to reset here. Too many players are losing their discipline out there. Things aren't going for them, and they're letting it bother them. Half-time, and what a half it's been. 3 goals, and from Scott Parker's point of view, weighted in his side's favour the way he wanted. A brace from Josh Brownhill. The first hammered in from close range, the second a penalty after Hannibal Medbury was fouled. Cannon had equalised in between for Sheffield United. And Chris Wilder now knows that his side have to go for it in the second half, or the playoffs is their destiny. Plenty of work to do at the break. Half-time here at Turf Moor. It is Burnley 2, Sheffield United 1.
During his playing career as well. Steve Cottrell's calculated risk certainly paid off, plus interest as well. Although the sprinkler is being less kind to us today, I'm afraid, as we get totally soaked. Please give Cashews to welcome back to Michael Moore! Michael Parker was given soaked by the sprinkler. You heard the reaction. Must be great for you to be back here today. Yeah, first time I've been back since I retired 9 years ago, so hopefully it's going to be an anticipation. We're all celebrating again. And you mentioned celebrating again. It's a big game today. These promotion games, I mean, how does it feel for the players? But these are the best way to play it. This is what you train so hard for, and just an opportunity to actually achieve something, and bouncing something that maybe reference they get forward by. I don't know Scott personally, but hear about him, his details, immaculate, so that's prepared for the whole season and don't get the ropes on. And we mentioned 3 promotions, we can't forget 2009 and Wembley. Tell us about that, your memories of the day. It was a good night. I don't remember much about the day, but it was definitely a good night. Waking up from the morning with those. Come on, come on! Please give it a huge round of applause. Welcome back to Turf Moor, Michael Moore! Ladies and gentlemen, back here at Turf Moor for 2017 home fixtures this April. First up, at Burnley, London, 21.
Welcome back to Turf Moor. Burnley beating Sheffield United by 2 goals to 1 at half-time here. There is the top 8 as things stand. Only 6 more points on offer, which is why both Burnley and Leeds would be promoted as a result of the score here, if it were to remain in Burnley's favour. Interesting to see how Sheffield United go about things now. They simply have to go for it, leave nothing left out there, because there will be no consequence to things getting worse for them.
We are moments away from the kick-off of the second half. A huge second half.
Parker looks pretty chilled about things at the moment. Doesn't appear as though there are going to be any half-time changes, so both sides ready to rock and roll again. We resume. Only 45 minutes and no more goals away from a place in the Premier League. It would take 2 Sheffield United goals from here to see Leeds not promoted. Burnley need a win to secure their place. Griswolder's side created a good 10 chances in that first half, but didn't really see a lot of the ball overall. It's goals that matter. And they have had a number of chances from close and further out as well. It's their goal kick here. Flick on, and the nod on by Brereton Diaz. Looking for Cannon. Sheffield United, they do have a strong-looking bench, the likes of Ryan Brewster, Callum O'Hare, Jesrak Saki, Tyrese Campbell, all attacking options for them. Just keeping it in play there was Hannibal Mabry. Brownhill trying to squeeze it through. It's 2 goals that have twice put Burnley in front. Burnley looking to become the second side since 2004 to finish a Championship season unbeaten. Newcastle in 2009-10, the only other. Peck. Burrows back. Cooper forward. Oh, they're taking a ball to the back. Not intentional, I'm sure. Only be hoping to try and get Zian Fleming into the game a little more in this half. He only had 2 passes attempted in the first 45 minutes. Roberts with the throw. Here's Trafford. He was hoping to equal a clean sheet record in English football today with a shot out, but that has gone for him. But he and Cooper, the 2 goalkeepers today, have the best save ratios of all goalkeepers who've played 5 games or more in the Championship this season. They are surely going to break their goals conceded record this season, Burnley. They've let in 15 this campaign now. 24 is their current record. That back in 1897-98, some time ago. Ahmedhodzic, who finished the first half a little shakily. Far from the composed man that Chris Wilder asked for ahead of this game. Harmer. Well, that's not a bad ball. Roberts was hoping to watch it go, but has to put it out of play. Robinson possesses a long throw. The left back comes centre half, is winding up here. And towards Moore. Burnley just had to get bodies between him and goal. They did that, and now they need to get bodies forward. Edwards in a running race though with Chowdhury, which he was never going to win. Cooper. Straight onto the chest there of Robinson. This is Sousa. Anthony's header. Cullen, just about the smallest man on the field, won that duel. Manchester United man, Hannibal Mabry with that ball, and then on to Fleming, who's offside. It did look as though he was beyond the defensive line, and he has been penalised. Tell by the cut in the grass. Mowers doing their job. There was once upon a time where you could mow a pattern into your pitch, but it was outlawed to help the linesman. Anthony. Lucas Pires, the Brazilian. Foul there by Chowdhury. Well, he can be a bit of a pantomime character at time, Hannibal Mabry. The Burnley fans have a song to the tune of Zombie about Hannibal being in players' heads, as you can hear now. Does somewhat wind up the opposition. That's a careless ball out by Egan Riley. Hamer. Denis Sousa intercepted, and here come Burnley. It's turning into a bit of a basketball match. Well, they're going to go for the three-pointer. No, they're not. Edwards. Hannibal Mabry deflected. It's a corner. Well, they almost had a perfect split of players, left, right and centre there. In the end, Sheffield United able to recover the situation somewhat. In front of the Jimmy McElroy stand, Burnley's second corner. Moore's header. Edwards urged to shoot. Chance to cross again here for Cullen. Anthony trying to get the toe on it. Won by Harmer. That's a great ball to Cannon, who goes right, helped on to Perez and Diaz. And of all the players in the Sheffield United team to miss so spectacularly, it could not have been a better selection for the Burnley fans. He's been booed with every touch for Blackburn back in 2022-23. So 14 goals that campaign after 22 the year before, but has scored just 10 league goals since then. The spell at Villarreal really didn't work out for him in La Liga. back to Sheffield United via Southampton, and Sheffield United again this season. Scott Parker's side need a third, though. A 2-1 victory is what they've had in each of their last 3 wins. And he can hold on when need be. Alan Pace, the owner, in the crowd. He's been at the helm here now since the last days of 2020. JJ Watt, the former NFL player, as part of the ownership group here as well. A very measured talker. Burnley have put out plenty of videos and content before of him speaking to the staff here at Turf Moor. Never any outlandish comments or anything that can upset the fans. No doubt will have big plans for his Burnley team next season if they secure a return to the Premier League. Moore's chest, Hammer. Looks early towards Brereton Diaz. Moore. This has been unfairly treated there, keeper Moore. One of those extremely tall players that feel as though their height counts against them. Edwards. Brownhill's out there. Edwards, though. Brownhill now chasing a hat-trick. Free kick. Brownhill, it's actually only the second time in his whole career today that he's scored a brace in a game. Chasing a first ever hat-trick. At the age of 29. Chowdhury hoists it on for Cannon. Brereton Diaz across. Fleming has to chase again. A man who has shown his versatility in English football, whether it be at Millwall or his now club Burnley. Can play in the 10, has operated wide of a central striker as well, but he's the man through the middle at the moment. No Lyle Foster at the moment due to a shoulder injury. Do have Ashley Barnes on the bench, though age counting against him. 35 now. One thing that Burnley will have to do next season that they didn't do last time in the Premier League is start a whole lot better. They had a mountain to climb after they lost 11 of their first 13 games. They only were beaten in 4 of their final 11, but it was too late by then. Here's Brereton Diaz, all taken off his toe. But it has gone behind for a corner. It could, though, have been a whole lot worse from a Burnley point of view. Lovely diagonal ball to bring in Brereton Diaz, whose first touch was great. He was ready to strike as well. Took a swipe, but couldn't make the connection. Challenged by Anthony. Changes on the way for Sheffield United. Tom Cannon is going to come on here, as they probably look to change shape ever so slightly, and Jez Raksaki will come in, the Crystal Palace loanee. Cannon, who had got Sheffield United back in the game towards the end of the first half, has had little involvement since. And a sarcastic cheer, which suggests that many of the Sheffield United fans were hoping that Raksaki would have started the game. Brereton Diaz also off. So, double switch. Tyrese Campbell on now as well. Burrows holding in the box that the Sheffield United fans behind the goal didn't like. Hammer. Burnley are also going to make a change here. It might be Josh Laurent to go and sit in midfield and bolster things up for them. Physical battle there. Esteve getting involved with Campbell, who's just come on. Referee trying to defuse the situation, but Esteve clearly enjoyed that. Campbell with a significant introduction there, and Laurent will come on. Marcus Edwards coming off, which probably pushes Hannibal Mabry into a wide area. So Laurent comes on. We are inside the final half hour. The weekend always special in the football calendar. Started well enough for Sheffield United, but it looks like at the moment it's going to end badly in a fourth defeat in 5 at the most important stage of the season. Over 40% of the game has been inside the Sheffield United third over the last 15 minutes. Been pushing. Final third, I should say. Here's Raksaki. Campbell battling with Esteve again. Robinson drawing the ball, looking ready to dispatch. Dispatch well, right towards the penalty spot. Raksaki. Nice find to Peck, great ball in there. Hodzic he was trying to attack it at that near post. Scoring form against Burnley previously, scored in a 5-2 win for the Blades at Bramall Lane in 2022. Another massive ball in, but on this occasion it's catching practice for James Trafford. Well, there hasn't been a shot on target in the second half yet. Almost 20 minutes played. Burnley will certainly be the more happier with that particular statistic. They could possibly put the game to bed with the third goal themselves, but they're not really creating too much right now. Chowdhury using options to use there. Trafford. Burrows. Brazilian Sousa getting involved. Anthony. Harmer. Sidney Peck. Moore using his frame there, but no free kick against him. Hannibal Mabry. And the Tunisia international goes. Couldn't quite pick someone out in the same colour shirt. He'll have another chance. Laurent. Mabry back out to Fleming, who scuffed his effort. That is the first effort on target for either side. It's taken 22 minutes. Raksaki. Just touches in the opposition box for Sheffield United this season. He gets involved in key areas. There's going to be a yellow card for that challenge as well, offered in the direction of Lucas Pires, the Brazilian. Knew what he was doing as he stepped across him. So Burrows and Harmer over this. Can the Blades find a second equaliser here? Burrows surely will swing it. That he does, but by his high standards, pretty poorly. Looks like it might be one of those afternoons, look like it might be one of those seasons that promised so much after a great campaign overall. They'd won 27 of 43 games before today. They have taken just 1 point from their 5 championship games against their fellow top 4 opponents. They have managed, or not managed, to deliver in the big games, conceding 9 goals before today as well. Burnley have only won 2 of their 5 of those particular matches, but they've only lost 1. Cullen into Mabry. Lucas Pires. A step. This pass somehow gets to roughly where he wanted it to go. This is sharp and precise here from Burnley. Sheffield United know they're the ones who have to chase. They haven't done well in the big games against those teams around them, and their only away win against the top 8 side was 2-1 against Bristol City back on the 5th of November. And even that was thanks to a winner in the 98th minute from Harrison Burrows. Raksaki on now and looking to help save the day. Otherwise the promotion race is settled. It's away by Burnley, who at the moment are having to settle for counter-attacks. Another 2 changes coming for Sheffield United, but not before this attack is over. Laurent. Ooh, an interesting piece of defensive work there by Vinicius Souza. It's a Burnley corner. Well, it's a little bit presumptuous, but they are almost there. Perhaps saved from last season. Ball in towards Fleming. Lucas Pires, he's going to bend one. Hasn't scored yet for Burnley. Might have been a nice time to get that maiden strike. Peck says it's a foul. The referee and assistant disagree with that. Femi Siriki will come on here, as well as Sam McCallum, who has been their most used substitute in the Championship so far this campaign. Like he might have signalled that he had a problem there, Vinicius Souza, but giving the thumbs up as though to suggest that he's happy to continue here. It has been a game where it has felt like, particularly for Burnley, they haven't had any major opportunities, but they've actually had 4 shots on target in this one, which is higher than their average of 3.7 in the Championship this season. It's a very unique and novel way of going about things and getting promoted. It will be so interesting to see what the Premier League has in store for them and whether they can be much better than last time. This side look like they're going to have to go through the playoffs to get there, and perhaps a trip to Wembley as well. Well, definitely a trip to Wembley, in fact, if they want to go through the playoffs. Teams at the positions just out of the playoffs at the moment, still jostling for position for those final 2 spots. Bristol City and Coventry in them both lost today. East of Middlesbrough on the outside, and Millwall were winners. It's left them back in contention. Chowdhury, Raksaki, concentration lacking. Fleming brought down there by Ahmedhodzic, who the Burnley players are saying should be yellow carded for a succession of fouls, if not that one in its own merit. Well, 2 arms around, the shirt being pulled. What more do you want? So Vinicius Souza does come off. He makes his way out of the field of play on this near side. Femi Siriki, the right back, comes on. And they'll also take off Harrison Burrows here and send in Sam McCallum. So you could see Siriki go to right back here and Chowdhury move into a more natural central midfield area for Chris Wilder. Saki. Harmer. Here is McCallum. Showing that that was his first involvement. He needs to find his touch. Burnley edging closer. 15 minutes plus added time away from Premier League football again. And they would have another 2 matches of their season to bask in the glory of it as well. Millwall here on the final day would be a party atmosphere for sure. Is he asleep? Not Scott Parker, the man leaning on the wall above him. Doesn't look too engaged with what's going on. Certainly be woken up at full time. McCallum. Moore. Egan Riley got there first. No doubt with one eye on the stadium clock here. Scott Parker. Might be nervy for many managers with their side 2-1 up in, technically I guess, a must-win game to get promotion, but they've been playing on the margins all season. That's not a bad flick on. Keeper Moore couldn't strike. Laurent. Yeah, running into our cameraman. Trying to avoid him in the end. Chowdhury leaves it. Harmer. Sheffield United is going a little more direct. Oh, and Lucas Perez with a swipe, sending the ball in the wrong direction. Trying to recover it. Campbell. Oh, Burnley not looking convincing here. Oh, Cullen there with a touch of class. Mabry into Fleming, who looks the other way. Brownhill. Anthony is the obvious target. Jaden Anthony could wrap this up. Cullen. Anthony, slipped there by Siriki. Cullen in. Palmer was the man to get there first, and he's wearing a Sheffield United shirt, which the away fans will be so glad to see from the other end of the stadium, where the vantage point isn't the best. Too much on that long ball. Hannibal is down. He is going to come off here as well. He's more than played his part as one of the most free kicks of any player on the field. He's certainly rattled a few players as well, including Robinson there. A firm favourite in these parts. His time today is done, and his replacement is Jeremy Sarmiento. His goal involvements this season have dried up, really. Hasn't scored or assisted a goal since the end of November. Still time for him to have his say in this one. Harmer. A reminder, if you are joining us late, that this scoreline would put Burnley 8 points clear of Sheffield United in second place with just 6 points left to play for. It would mean they are promoted back to the Premier League. Burnley, twice champions of the land, we should say. They are no shrinking club. They have played their part in English footballing history. Offside here. FA Cup winners in 1914 under John Howarth, who won them the league title in 1921 as well. Offside against Ahmedhodzic. There are no titles in sight for them at the moment. They just want to get back to a position where they can battle for honours, really. But even that's a way off right now. They just want to solidify themselves in the Premier League once again. Ryan Brewster's time has come. Peck goes off. So Ryan Brewster in, he's scored a couple of goals in his last 5 games. Robinson with a header. 9 minutes left of the 90. A nervous time to be a Burnley fan, but plenty of nerves as well for the Sheffield United fans, who know that after this they will have to wait until the playoffs begin. Nails being bitten aplenty. Lucas Pires. Fleming wins it, but the referee says foul. Some breaking news coming out of the Championship in the last 5 minutes. That is that West Bromwich Albion have parted company with head coach Tony Mowbray. Hasn't really worked out for him since he returned to the Baggies. It started well enough in that second spell, but results have gone downhill in the last month or so. From range, it goes wide. Not Harmer's day so far. Well wide it was from the Dutchman. Just one note on West Bromwich Albion, they are 6 points short of the playoffs with 6 points left to play for. A position in the top 6 is pretty unlikely, perhaps more than pretty, but hard to know whether West Brom are suggesting they can get someone in who can save their season or not. Seems a pretty unlikely prospect. Lucas Pires with a throw here for Burnley. And very much sticking by Scott Parker, who they appointed at the start of July last year to replace Vincent Kompany, who got the job at Bayern. Led them to the quarter-finals of the UEFA Champions League. Stev heads out. No further goals in the second half yet. There's only been one shot on target for the two teams combined. Palmer fouled by Brownhill. Chowdhury. Robinson. Here's McCallum. Sheffield United's XG in this second half has been 0.14. They haven't got themselves into any really good positions. Raksaki, Sariki. Sariki will leave this throw for Robinson instead, who opts to take a drier ball. Gets it in there with good trajectory. Flick on again there by McCallum. Harmer racing back. Chowdhury, oh, he's lost it there, and Burnley might profit. Well, they don't have too many flying forward. Laurent it was who was carrying it. Now he's lost it. It's Burnley who have to get back in shape. Lucas Pires with a header. It's been a solid performance from the former Santos man. Burnley ready to add some experience into the mix with Joe Worrell and Ashley Barnes. Trafford doesn't have too much experience, but knows how to play the game and wind down the clock in certain situations. He's an intelligent goalkeeper. Robinson caught late there by Fleming. After the ball had gone, it was a bit of a naughty challenge there. Barnes armed with instructions. It'll be Josh Brownhill to come off here, scorer of 2, but no real chance for a third. This looks like it is Scott Parker looking to batten down the hatches here. Brownhill's first, smashed home from range, and a cool second from the spot. He's done what has been required of him today. Worrell comes in as another centre half, which might move him to wing backs here. He's got some notes written down. And Ian Fleming off as well as Ashley Barnes comes on. Getting the Man of the Match award here at Turf Moor. This goal's the difference. Harmer looking to make a difference. Couldn't find Campbell. Raksaki. Too many Burnley players there. Sariki. Chowdhury to McCallum. Lifted in by Brewster. It's still in there. Robinson. Hammer. Sariki. Smashed away at the back there by a step. Crunch time at the Turf. Another ball goes in. Burnley just having to defend their box as best they can here. Harmer brought away by Egan Riley. The defender wasn't fouled in the eyes of the referee. McCallum. Egan Riley gets a foot there, and again. Be very interesting to see how much added time's about to come. It's a constant onslaught now. But on this occasion, it comes to zilch. 6 minutes. Six minutes between now and Burnley getting back in the Premier League. He is almost there, almost close to a third promotion. Did win promotion as a player as well in his Charlton days back in the year 2000. Alan Pace feeling it in the director's box. He had 6 years in the Premier League until 2022. Have been up and down since then. So much of that time under Sean Dyche, who did wonderful things at this football club. And we are seeing pictures as well of the Leeds players in the bar at Ellen Road watching, because they know if Burnley win this game, they are promoted. They're holding bottles of champagne. They know it's almost there for them. And that's because from their point of view, even if Sheffield United score here, they would still need another to deny Leeds promotion. It is going to be a double celebration. Siriki ball in. Back out to Siriki again. Ahmedhodzic. Chowdhury. Ahmedhodzic. They've left it late to go for it here, Sheffield United. And another one goes over the bar. This time from McCallum. Just minutes to go, 4 to be precise. And Trafford having to be warned here by the referee. He is actually one of their most booked players this season. 8 yellow cards he's amassed over the course of the campaign. Chowdhury. Neat and tidy here from Sheffield United. And it looks like automatic promotion will not be theirs. Anthony. Carries it out of play and then kicks the ball away. Should really be a yellow card. Ahmedhodzic passes and then moves himself forward. Worrell's header. Barnes collapsing on the ball to win a free kick. A costly few weeks for Chris Wilder and Sheffield United. Defeats by a goal against Oxford, Millwall and Plymouth left them in a tricky position to try and recover last Friday. A win there, but no win here. Two minutes left of added time. That banner will become relevant again in just a few seconds from now. Nothing he can do now. What he has to do is try and reinvigorate this Sheffield United side for the battles to come. Their season is going to be extended. Sarmiento. Burnley could add some gloss to this scoreline yet. Josh Laurent. Hammer. The roll. Out off McCallum. Burnley throw. And it edges them ever closer to glory. Scott Parker getting involved in something. It is almost celebration time. The Burnley fans know it now. They knew the equation was simple for them. Win this match and they would be promoted. Unable to get their somewhat customary shot out, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter. An unbeaten run of 30 is going to stretch to 31. And although they haven't been in the top two for much of the season, they will now battle it out with Leeds for the title. Cullen wins a free kick. Brewster's butts. We are going up, sing the Burnley fans. The players know they've done it. They just need that whistle to confirm it. The owner's up. And Burnley nearly are as well. They're all asking for the whistle. They're all desperate to sprint onto the field. This is surely the last play of the game. That's it! Burnley are back in the Premier League! What a season it's been for Scott Parker and everyone on the claret persuasion here in this small part of Lancashire. The feeling never gets old for this club. And the Premier League big boys will be gracing this stadium again next season. Promotion here in Burnley and promotion for Leeds United as well. Handsome winners against Stoke earlier this afternoon at Ellen Road. They are also in the Premier League next season. A mass pitch invasion here at Turf Moor to signify the victory and what that means for Burnley Football Club. The players desperate to celebrate, but the fans want a piece of the party as well. No further goals in the second half here after a Josh Brownhill double in the first. Perhaps fitting that it's their top scorer that ultimately confirms their return to the top tier of English football. And Scott Parker, the manager, is heading off into the stand. Meanwhile, scenes at the other end of the stadium. Hamza Chowdhury getting involved, I think, with a fan there who'd run onto the field of play. And Sheffield United just need to get out of this situation. Their players being goaded by fans, which isn't great to see. It's Scott Parker going to say thank you to some of the key people who've supported him this season and helped make this special thing happen as well. And there'll be a big summer for Burnley, who can't leave themselves as ill-equipped as they might have been last time they were in the Premier League. And it was a tricky time for them, especially back in August, and Chowdhury here really losing his temper. Someone needs to get him down the tunnel right away. He has totally lost his cool. Jayden Anthony there as well, celebrating with Ashley Barnes and one or two other of the Burnley players who are heading off for now, but will surely come back for a lap of appreciation. Scott Parker there with his wife in the crowd and his children as well. Family always coming first. These immense moments of celebration. And the stadium announcer here trying to clear the field of play, just so that the players can come back out and have their moment and say thank you to the fans that have backed them all season. Full time here at Turf Moor. It finishes Burnley 2, Sheffield United 1. Burnley promoted to the Premier League as well as Leeds United. Sheffield United have to settle for a place in the playoffs.
To the Premier League. Is the overriding emotion pride or relief?
Pride's the overriding emotion. Really proud of the team, the club, staff, everyone who's committed and sacrificed this year. You don't get to this point without huge sacrifice and commitment, and yeah, we've done every bit of that, and that's hence why we've earned the right to be in the Premier League, really.
When you see the reaction from all the fans, and you've been celebrating out there for about half an hour, does it just come to show how much this just means to Burnley?
Yeah, for sure. Look, last year was you come out of the Premier League and instantly the narrative changes from a team that was struggling. I've been in that position on the other side of it, and I realised that sometimes that's a huge psychological element. This team have done incredibly well to be where they are, and fans, ownership, everyone, the players, they deserve every bit of this, really. Honestly, there's no words that can stress really how much I respect, appreciate every single one in this group. This is the tightest group I've ever been around. Togetherness, a brotherhood about them. hence why we've got quality, but we've also got that which has got us to this plate.
Only 15 goals conceded in 44 games. I mean, what has been the secret to that incredible defensive record?
Hard work. Hard work. Of course, a lot of work and a lot of detail, and a lot of work and a lot of hours on the training field. Certainly early on in when I came into the football club, as a coach, you're constantly making decisions and trying to work out what you fundamentally need to be first and foremost. And we've, like I said, the players have committed every bit of it, and we've been rock solid, and it's given us a platform throughout games. It's given us a platform. I think that's 31 unbeaten now, and like you said, clean sheets as well. So buzzing.
Josh Brownhill's told me that no one's going to get any sleep tonight, so big night celebrations.
Yeah, rightly so. Rightly so. Look, you work as hard as what you work, and these players work. This is what these moments you are enjoying. I've been in this game a long time, and when you get these moments, enjoy them, and they deserve every bit to enjoy them. So, no doubt I won't be the teacher looking over them saying, "Get yourself home tonight." They can fully enjoy tonight.
Honestly, it's incredible. All the hard work we've done this season, his defensive record, the goals that we've scored, it's just incredible. Honestly, I'm speechless. Just so happy for everybody at the football club, from the staff to the players who haven't been in the Premier League, and say the fans, my family, everybody. Like, all that hard work this season has finally paid off.
And 2 goals for you today to get Burnley promoted. I mean, how much does that mean? You've had such a good season. Yeah,
it's incredible, obviously, to score the goals that got us into the Premier League, but it's not just that. People have scored all season that have got us in this position, got us to that last game, and whether it was me, whether it was anybody else, whether it was Traff, whoever would have scored, honestly, it just means so much, and to get into the Premier League, that was a goal, and we've finally done that.
When you see the reaction from all of these fans, does it really hit home?
Yeah, it does. They've stuck with us all season, home and away. They've seen some not very great results, but just thankfully they've put our trust in us all season, and we knew we would get there. We knew it was going to be difficult. It was always going to be hard, but like I say, we're there now.
Big question, how are you going to celebrate tonight?
Just wherever the night takes us, honestly. Whatever happens, wherever it is, I'm not sure many people will get much sleep tonight. Certainly not me, and I'm not sure where you'll find